Ma'am, for door close only, then I can, my voice will go out. You could open that door. This is Samantha. Send all parents inside. All parents are. The prize winner kindly line up outside. The prize winners kindly line up outside. Take your positions. The school of children kindly come backstage. Parents are requested to kindly take their seats in the auditorium.
समझ आते हो बस यहाँ से यहाँ नीचे ठीक है फ्रॉम हियर या भी मैम से पूछिए मैं प्राइस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का टाइमिंग बता दें तो मैम प्राइस फर्स्ट
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. We have wished and I wish you again. Morning.
All gathered here to pay a tribute to Dr. Vidya Sagar, our founder, whose consuming passion for developing young talent found expression in the Sagar School, which he nurtured so lovingly. He was a man with a sharp mind, strong will, and unmatched vigor, uncompromising in his insistence on the highest standards of professional integrity and conduct. He was unfazed by difficulties in his life. He was a visionary but a rather unassuming one as he shuns the limelight. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all the guests, chief guests and the guests of honor. Ms. Rosemary Sagar, the chairperson of the Sagar School.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
Mr. Rensuke Tokoro. Sir, we are honored to have you amidst us today. Mr. Tadashi Kawashima. Mr. J. Lee, we welcome you, sir, to the Sagar School. Mr. and Mrs. Verma. Mr. M.C. Sehgal. Welcome to the Sagar School, sir. Mr. Faisal Al-Sazi is busy. School ma'am. A floral welcome to you. Welcome ma'am to the Sagar School. Mr. Vishwakant Singha is also busy backstage. We welcome him to the Sagar School. kindly escort the chief guest and the guest of honor to light the lamp.
Right here.
Thank you.
We begin this program with a school song.
In Rajasthan we have a home amidst the Aravalli range. It's where we all can lead a life that no one would ever exchange. The Sagar School is the name of the best school in the land. Our scholars honor India's fame, a country so splendid and grand. Our school will grow from strength to strength, its glory will extol. We'll spread the news that all should choose to be on the Sagar School road. The Sagar School is a place to be, it's a place for you and a place for me. The Sagar School we all agree is the best school in India's land.
Still have an eye. Our Chief Guest Chairperson of the Board of Directors, the Sagar School, respected Mrs. Rosemary Sagar Ma'am. Our guest of honor, Mr. Gensuke Takoro, Mr. Tadashi Kawashima, Mr. J. Lee, Mrs. and Mr. Roswitha Shah Verma, Mr. H.G. Verma, Mr. S.K. Sehgal, Member Board of Directors, the Sagar School, Mrs. Ratna Pant, Member Executive Committee of the Sagar School, Mrs. Anuradha Dravid, Member Executive Committee of the Sagar School, Mr. Ashwin Dulka, Managing Partner, Referee and Sagar Attorneys at Law, Gurgaon, our Honorable Executive Director, Mrs. Sharmishta Dulka Ma'am, respected parents of the students of the Sagar School, distinguished members of the media contingent, my colleagues, principals of neighboring schools, Mr. Gurjeet Sohi, Managing Director, Deutsche Bank, and other cherished guests from far and near. I, on behalf of each and every member of the Sagar School family, have the honor to welcome you to the Founders' Day celebrations and thank you for sparing your valuable time to be with us on this auspicious occasion. Our school is now 12 years young and 7 batches have passed out of its portals on the way towards brilliant careers and enriched, fulfilling lives. Today, I stand before you to present the annual report of the Sagar School for the academic session 2011-12. The month of January started with a series of revision tests for the board classes. On 10th of January, Stick McKay presented Shri Kamal Sabri, who mesmerized the students and staff with a Sarangi recital. Shri Sabri was accompanied on the tabla by Shri Sukhmoy Banerjee. The traditional celebration of Lodi festival took place on the campus with the lighting of the bonfire on the evening of 13th January, and on the next day, that is on 14th, the whole school spent the day kite flying to mark the auspicious festival of Makar Sankranti. Republic Day was marked by the hoisting of the national flag, and later in the day, as per school tradition, the students, as also the members of the staff, cooked a tricolored meal and served it to the catering and housekeeping staff in thanksgiving for their devotion to us throughout the year. In sports, the Inter-House Cricket Championship for boys was conducted between 12th to 17th January. The winners' podium in this championship was shared by the Diamond and Emerald House due to an unusual tally of points between the senior and junior division matches. A friendly match was played by our cricket team against the team fielded by Premtree and Sagar, Gurgaon, where our administrative headquarters is located. We won the match by a wide margin. Inter-house lawn tennis matches were played between 27th to 31st January, and the students of Diamond House emerged as the clear winners. The first episode of in-service training occurred in the month of January itself. I attended the international conference titled Development in Assessment, Scope of Assessment in Teaching and Learning. This conference was jointly organized by the Australian Council of Educational Research and the Central Board of Secondary Education with the active support of the Gurgaon Sahodaya Complex. During January, we also received an intern, Ms. Nina Bolman, from the Free University Berlin, who stayed with us for more than 2 months in order to study our pedagogical strategies. In February, academic activities for all classes continued at a steady pace. On the post-scholastics front, the Korean students celebrate the Korean New Year on 1 February. They treated us to Korean cuisine, which they had themselves cooked in the school kitchen. On 4th February, the third EduConvex was organized at the India Habitat Center by Planet Edu with themes of contemporary importance under the banner New Opportunities and Avenues, Higher Education and Possibilities. The conference was supported by the University of Cambridge. Key international speakers included some from the Australian Council of Educational Research, Bell Education Trust, Scottish Qualification Authority, the University of Greenwich and the University of Wales. The seminar was attended by our teachers, Ms. Richa Batra of the Department of Biology and Ms. Veena Oberoi of the English Department. On 16th of February, we received a visit by Mr. Adit Pal, the landscape architect of the Sagar School. We utilized this visit as an opportunity for him to address the students and staff and share the experiences of his life and career as a landscape architect. On 17th February, the Indian School of Business and Finance held a special interactive session with Ms. Parveen Malhotra, India's top careers counselor, on the issue of effectively counseling students towards higher education. 2 teachers, Ms. Seema Punia, Chemistry, and Mr. Gaurav Singh, our squash coach, escorted our senior boys and girls to attend the session and interact with the students who were already pursuing their university degrees in London. On 21st February, we organized the first of a 4-module program on career information and guidance in collaboration with a startup firm by the name of One Step Up, promoted by a group of ex-IITians. During the session, a set of 7 career options were presented before the students of class 9, 10th and 11th. These were engineering, hotel management, radio jockeying, chartered accountancy, fashion designing, medicine and architecture. On the fateful day of 27th February, a pall of gloom descended on the campus when the news of the sad demise of our revered founder, Dr. Vidyasagar, was received. The school flag was lowered to half-mast and the students, staff, as well as each and every member of the administrative departments and supporting agencies gathered in a special assembly where we prayed for the departed soul. During the 4 days of mourning, as long as the school flag fluttered sadly at half-mast, it seemed as if each and every member of the Sagar School family had lost someone dear and very, very special. The smiles were extinguished, the voices were subdued, and everybody seemed to walk the campus as if some great burden was weighing them down. It was only when I and a few members of the staff who had attended the prayer ceremony in memory of Dr. Sagar returned with the message that Dr. Sagar had wanted his passing to be celebrated as the crowning moment of a highly successful and deeply satisfying life, did normalcy return to our community. The month of March was characterized by a momentous development. The post of Chairman Board of Directors, Sagar Shiksha Sansthan, was taken over by Ms. Rosemary Sagar from Mr. Hemant Sagar on 8th March. Ms. Sagar brings with her a formidable reputation as an investment banker of a very high repute in the United States of America. Not only that, her truly global exposure during her schooling and higher education grants her a vast breadth of vision on educational matters and globalization. March is a usually stressful time for students. Summative assessments part 2 were conducted in the second half of the month and the results declared. As per the cumulative record of performance that we maintained for classes 4th and 5th, 3 students out of 9 in class 4th were in the outstanding category. In class 5th, 3 students out of a total of 6 were placed in the outstanding category. In class 6, 8 students out of a total of 22 scored 8 or higher cumulative grade point average. These students are Harshit Jain 9.7, Shashwat Kothari 8.8, Parth Yadav 8.7, Kritika Punia 8.5, Mayank Agarwal 8.5, Devangi Sharma 8.3, Mandy Kumandan 8, and Pradum Sharma 8. In class 7, 9 students out of a total of 25 scored 8 or higher CGPA. They are Kanika Marwa 9.7, Ganpati Goyal 9.3, Arijit Kumar Chaube 9.2, Aryaman Gir 8.8, Kartik Garg 8.5, Ankita Yadav 8.3, Mihir Khandelwal 8.3, Abhisar Verma 8, and Gaurav Agarwal 8. In class 8, 7 students out of a total of 45 scored 8 or higher CGPA. These students are Thoinu Karam 9.7, Nimish Girish Magre 9.3, Ju Sung Yung 9.2, Ronak Sabu 8.5, Gagan Agarwal 8.2, Jyoti Udayan 8.2, and Sumit Kumar Rohela 8. In class 9, 9 students out of a total of 38 scored 8 or higher CGPA. They are Kirti Dalal 9.4, Anjali Sakarwal 9, Bharat Agarwal 8.8, Jitin Jose 8.4, Rajiv Gupta 8.2, Abhijit Srivastava 8.2, Isha Hawaivam 8.2, Tanvi Jain 8.2, and Surwala Takalambam 8. In class 10, 4 students out of a total of 26 scored 8 or higher CGPA. These students are Parikshit Johar 8.8, Parth Babarwal 8.6, Shivam Agarwal 8.6, and Rishabh Garg 8. Class 11th, out of a total of 31 students in all 3 streams, that is science, commerce and arts combined, Sisira Hawaivam succeeded in getting a distinction in each and every subject, while 3 of her classmates followed very closely behind. They are Thongam Bolson Singh, Chalishe Sampa, and Sumit Negi. On 20th March, the students celebrated Holi with great verve and fervor, with even the foreigners showing a very high enthusiasm for it. 2 days later, that is on 22nd March, the lawn tennis practicing robot was installed in our school. We are today probably one of the very few schools to possess this facility. Towards the end of the month, that is on 27th March, we were privileged to receive a visit from Mr. J.S. Gill, Inspector General of Police, presently Director General, Central Reserve Police Force Academy, Manesar. Although we could not organize an interactive session between him and our students due to the shortage of time, he interacted extensively with us in order to gain new ideas about how to go about setting up the CRPF school at their headquarters. The DG was taken around the campus and he returned with effusive praise for the vision and benevolence of Dr. Vidya Sagar. On the last day of the month, Commandant B.V. Vaid of the CRPF, along with cadets of the CRPF Academy, Gurgaon, visited the school. They were simply amazed by the diversity and quality of the training resources available on the campus. The most favorite of them all, however, was the climbing wall, on which a lot many of them tried their hand. In April, academic activities for all classes continued at a steady pace. An overnight adventure camp was organized for our students at Dhauj, Faridabad, on the night between 1st and 2nd April. The board result classes for classes 12 showed an improvement over the previous years, and each and every student of the 19 students in the batch, barring 4, succeeded in passing out in first division. While the board schools do not aspire to match the near-perfect academic scores of day schools, our students, by virtue of their holistic education and grooming, did not lag behind in the choice for higher education options. I am happy to inform you that the topper of last year, Ms. Manisha Rani, who is present amongst us today, not only cleared her law admission test with flying colours, but was also granted admission to the Indian branch of the London School of Economics. After her joining, her instructors, to their utter delight, realized that she was already capable of joining the mainstream